I would build a great wall, and nobody builds walls better than me, believe me. And I'll build them very inexpensively. I will build a great wall on our southern border, and I will have Mexico pay for that wall. Mark my words.
Well, that is Donald Trump way back last June announcing his candidacy and his plan to build a wall on the U.S.-Mexico border. Now it looks like his proposal has some stick to it. The Republican Platform Committee members voting to change the language in the policy platform to reflect two of Donald Trump's most controversial measures. Joining us now to talk about all of this, Evan Siegfried, a GOP strategist, president of SOM Consulting, and former press assistant to Rudy Giuliani's presidential campaign. Also with us, Emily Shire, political reporter for Bustle.com. Thanks, both of you, for being here.
Thank you.
All right, so Emily, the two things that have been set in concrete now in the Republican platform, the wall and Muslim immigration, right?
Yeah, and frankly, I don't think those are smart moves for them to go by in terms of what Donald Trump is pushing. The fact of the matter is he hit some of his lowest numbers when he hits really hard on the anti-Latino rhetoric. His comments about Judge Gonzalo Curiel sent him to some of his lowest points, and his response after Orlando when he reiterated his Muslim ban was received incredibly poorly by the general American public. 46% approved of Hillary Clinton's response, only 28% approved of Donald Trump's, according to a Washington Post ABC News poll.
You are disappointed with this platform, Evan. Why?
I'm disappointed with the platform because we lost a golden opportunity to really reach out to millennials and minority communities. If you look at the autopsy in 2012 that the Republican Party said we should do, they said we should do exactly not what we just put forward in the platform, and that's how we can grow. Look at marriage equality. Rachel Hoff is now the first openly gay platform committee member for the Republican Party, and she pushed a marriage equality amendment where we get off the marriages between a man and a woman, because if you look at even evangelical Republican millennials, 64% of them are in favor of marriage equality, and we just lost that.
So why did the party not listen to or abide by some of the recommendations of that autopsy from 2012?
Well, I think it's sort of this fever, circle the wagons with what's been going on in the political rhetoric of what's been happening lately. Many in the party still don't recognize that we are relying too much on baby boomers and rural voters, and those are shrinking populations, whereas urban voters and millennials are the dominant populations within the country.
And millennials in particular are a group that are not particularly thrilled with Hillary Clinton, or so it would seem.
No, they're not. And you know what? They really were up for grabs when Bernie Sanders dropped out. And the fact of the matter is Republicans just seem more and more out of touch with the platform that they've endorsed. You know, you made a very good point about millennials. 71% of all millennials support gay marriage, aside from the fact that 55% of Americans do. And the fact that the Republican platform doubled down on some really antiquated language is shocking, let alone that they're declaring things in there that pornography is a public health crisis, when they've got a very bruised Democratic candidate who's been called extremely careless by the FBI director. The fact that they're talking about pornography just seems very out of whack to a lot of people who could have been in the independent group and up for grabs.